Terminator run through a wall.
We're going to run some clock. Or maybe
This team is destined.
Did the Phillies win the series? Yeah. Does it sting that they weren't able to complete the sweep because the bullpen blew it? Yeah, it sucks. But offensively, they didn't show me anything. They weren't able to score at all throughout the series. They got lucky last night with the walk-off by Turner. Tonight, they got a home run by Marsh. It's like the offense didn't show me nothing besides the first game of the series where Schwarber hit the 4 home runs. You got great starting pitching throughout the entire series, specifically tonight from Jesus Luzardo. But, I mean, what's new? This starting pitching gives you great pitching every time they go out there. Almost every time they go out there, right? You mean you have the games where Sanchez went out against the Mets and did that whole fiasco. So I don't know what there is, but this team doesn't excite me. I mean, that's just what it is, man. You know, the Phillies did win the series against the Braves, but this doesn't excite me. This doesn't make me feel better. It's great that they were able to beat up on a bad team, but your offense was non-existent. They scored on average 2 runs every game they went out there. You got great starting pitching, but you get that every time the guys go out there. So what was different? They can't do it against the Mets. They can't do it against teams that actually matter, against teams that are actually playoff contenders. They can't do it. This doesn't excite me. Is it great? Yeah. Does it suck that they weren't able to complete the sweep? Absolutely. But this doesn't make me be like, yeah, I'm ready. We're back. Doesn't make me feel like, oh, yeah, Phillies baseball. We're back. We're going to go beat the hell out of the Brewers. No, it doesn't make me feel better about that. This is what you're supposed to do against the Braves, man. This is what you're supposed to do against the bad baseball teams. You're not like, and I don't want to seem all negative and, down right now. I don't want to be like that. And I'm not trying to be like that because it is a good thing. It is a positive. But, I mean, look. I'm not trying to be all negative and all sad about this baseball team because it is a positive that you were able to come back, win a series after that disastrous series against the Mets. It's great you were able to come back and win a series against the Braves. It's great. But it's not supposed to make me happy. Not supposed to turn me back onto this baseball team. What's supposed to turn me back onto this baseball team is them winning when it matters. It's them winning when the lights are bright. And when the lights were bright tonight, Sunday Night Baseball, ESPN, the whole world watching, what did they do? They shrunk. Orion Kirkring shrunk. Jose Alvarado shrunk. Offensively, you shrunk. And this entire week they've been bad. I mean, let's just call it like it is. This entire series they've been bad. But man, I mean, you offensively, you left the bases loaded with 1 out in the bottom of the third. You left the bases loaded with 1 out. This team is just, I don't know. What's up, man? Time to move on and get ready for the Brewers. I was there Saturday night. Sucks we couldn't get Luzardo a win. Yeah, it sucks. It absolutely does. It does suck. But and the way that I look at the series and I look at this game is this is what you're supposed to do against the Braves. You're supposed to beat up on the Braves. I mean, let's not get it twisted. You are supposed to beat up against the Braves. So they did, but they didn't beat up on them, though. That's the thing. Did they win the series? Yeah. Should they have swept? Yeah. But they also didn't beat up on them. They did enough to win the game. But against the Brewers, doing just quote-unquote enough to win the game, that's not good enough. That's not good enough. And I feel like that's what they were starting to do against the Mets a little bit. Was remember, they would get out to those early leads in the first 2 games of the series versus the Mets. They got out to the early the early leads in the first 2 games, and then it feels like they get complacent. I think they just want to do enough, just enough to quote unquote seal it for the entire game and not have to move. Like that's not how baseball works. Come postseason time, that's not going to work. You're not going to be able to just put up 3 runs in the first inning and then hope that the Brewers, the Dodgers, the Mets, the Reds, the Cubs, that they don't, you know what I mean? Like you can't bank on the fact that they're not going to come back and win ball games. So, I mean, just as a collective unit, this entire week, you've seen them just quote unquote do enough to win you games, or to, in their mind, win you games. You know, when you get out to a 1-0 lead by Marsh, in their brains, they think, okay, we got Luzardo on the mound. We have a good bullpen, quote unquote. We have a good bullpen. They could shut it down. We can cruise to a win here. And maybe, just maybe, the rest of the offense will pick it up. I mean, that's not how this team operates. It's not a sustainable way to do it. Not a sustainable way to do it. Going to be a tough series. I'm going to miss Thursday's game because I will be at. Oh, you're going to the Eagles game? Hell yeah, man. Yeah, I'm not going to watch the Phillies game. I mean, I'm going to check the score on my phone, but I mean, the Eagles are more important. But make sure you guys tune in before I go any further. You bring up a great point, Jordan Thomas. Thanks for joining the show as always, man. You know, I will be live, of course, pregame and postgame of the Eagles game this Thursday against the Dallas Cowboys. Pregame starts probably 7:00. I will put that out on all my social media once I, have the start time for the pregame show, and then the postgame show right after the ball game. So there will not be a Phillies postgame show, but there will be an Eagles pre and postgame show Thursday. But yeah, before I get any further, welcome on in everybody to Broad Street Sports, your home for the best Philly sports talk every single day and unfiltered. This is the Phillies post-game show. Today's show and every show here on Broad Street Sports is brought to you by Scola's Perfect Scoop, South Philly's home for Sundays, milkshakes, acai bowls, and more for 5 years. 2020 Penrose Avenue, the heart of South Philly. Minutes from the stadium, minutes from Chicky and Pete's. Go check them out. That is my go-to spot. You know, people say summer ends this weekend. People say summer's quote-unquote over, and I guess it is the unofficial end of summer. But, hey, I'll tell you what, that Scola's is wide open, man. Scola's is ready. Scola's, Perfect Scoop ain't done yet. They ain't done. Summer ain't over to them. You can still go get ice cream at Perfect Scoop in South Philly. They are today's sponsor and every sponsor here on Broad Street Sports. Yeah, it's just, it's annoying that they weren't able to get it done, but at this point, I'm kind of like, it is what it is. That's where I'm at. It is what it is. We have to move on to bigger and better things. It's time to worry about bigger and better things. It's time to focus on the Brewers. Time to focus on teams and games that actually matter. Yeah, so let's get into the offense tonight. The offense, we're not able to do quite literally anything this entire week. I mean, really. I mean, like, your offense shied away this series. Besides for the first game where Schwarber hit the 4 home runs, your offense really gave you nothing. I mean, they did just enough to get you by. They didn't do great. I mean, tonight, bases loaded, 1 out, bottom of the 3rd. Schwarber strikeout, Harper ground out. I mean, that was a perfect opportunity to come through, come up big. Your 2 best hitters in the lineup, guys that are supposed to make the pitchers scared, right? They didn't come up. That's what I'm seeing a lot out of this offense this entire week, including the Mets series. They don't show up with guys on base. They still can't do it when there's guys on base. They shy away. Harper, Schwarber shy away when people are on base. That's not how it's supposed to be, man. It's not cool, bro. It's not cool. And they wonder why people like me get all tweaked out. Because you don't show up when the moment's right. You don't show up. Like, again, and I said this earlier in the show, it's so annoying when, you got the entire world watching. You got the entire MLB fan base watching you on Sunday Night Baseball. You don't really show up. I mean, Luzardo showed up. We'll get into Luzardo. But it's just annoying, man. It really, really is. Jesus Luzardo has been great his past couple. I mean, like, ridiculously great. I mean, yeah, this guy. Here's the thing. I know I have my problems with Luzardo. I've called him out, but he's. But that's somebody that they're going to need come postseason time. They're going to need him. They're absolutely going to need him. Not much to really get into. I mean, Orion Kirkring sucks. This bullpen blew you a game. They blew you a game. Orion Kirkring sucks, dude. This is like the second time this week where, I mean, obviously, and the one, and I forget which game in the Mets series, man. I'm trying to go back in my head. In the Mets series where he blew it up, and then tonight he blew it up. Tanner Banks came in and sealed the deal. I mean, that could have gotten real bad, dude. That could have gotten really, 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 really bad. If Tanner Banks didn't come in, man, it could have been absolutely a disaster. But Tanner Banks has been really good, man. I'm liking Tanner Banks. I like what we're seeing out of him. He's been great. But yeah, I the thing is, again, I don't want to seem all, upset, all gloomy and annoyed with this baseball team. Because I am, but I'm not. Like, yeah, they beat up, and I can't say they beat up on the Braves, but they did the job against the Braves. I mean, they did win the series. They won 3 of 4. That's exactly what you asked for. You almost had a sweep if your bullpen didn't blow it. But it's hard for me to buy back into a baseball team after you win a series against the Braves, who have been arguably one of the worst teams in the league, and you still can't beat the Mets. You still can't put up a fight against the Mets. I mean, this Brewers series coming up is going to show me a lot. It's going to show me if this baseball team can win in big time moments or not, because we've seen that they weren't able to do it with the Mets. But maybe they can do it against the Brewers. But if they can't do it against the Brewers, then why would I be happy if they were able to do it against the Braves? Why? But yeah, man, really not much to get into. But the Phillies did win the series. Bullpen blew it. I mean, it's annoying, but it is what it is. Offensively, they've been annoying this entire friggin' week. Can't show up, can't hit. How about Hart? Before I'm going to wrap it up, but. How about Harper? It just brought me into another point here thinking about Harper. Harper with that rivalry pack. Again. Then he's showing up with that stupid-ass rivalry pack. With the yellow cleats, the yellow arm guard, and all that stuff. But thinking of Harper right now, talking about Harper, I'll tell you what's embarrassing. It's embarrassing that this Phillies team cannot complete a simple rundown. I mean, that is literally something that you learn how to do in T-ball. In Little League, you learn how to do a rundown and as soon as you start to learn how to play baseball. So the fact that Bryce Harper and Bryson Stott, they can't figure out how to do it, they can't execute it, today was bad. I mean, Harper completely, he didn't even know it, just completely missed the ball. Bryson Stott threw it at a this break, this day off on Tuesday, you have to work on that. You have to work on rundowns. Come postseason time, you can't afford to be giving up free plays like that because you can't execute a rundown. I knew there was something I had to rant about today. I have it all written down, but it's just like stuff's not jogging in my memory right now, man. But it's like, dude, this is stuff you learn how to do in Little League. This is stuff you learn how to do when you learn how to play baseball. And we're talking about major league guys getting paid millions and millions and millions of dollars can't execute a simple rundown that you learned how to do in T-ball and Little League in middle school, in high school, in college, and I'm sure they work on it in the major leagues. So the fact that you're not able to complete that, can't do it the right way, it's embarrassing. That shit's embarrassing, bro. I mean, let's just call it what it is. It's embarrassing. When you do it against the Mets, I mean, it's like, damn. Then you do it again against the Braves on Sunday Night Baseball. Again, under the bright lights, everybody watching. You can't complete a simple rundown. It's annoying, man. It really, really is. Harper's starting to get on my nerves. That pack done sense. That shit needs that. Yeah, it does need that, man. Oh, it's annoying me too. You know, when he did it against the Mets, it really bothered me. But it didn't bother me, and like it bothered me, but it didn't totally bother me until after we got swept out. That then it bothered me. Like I was like, okay, this is why we lost. You know, it's one of the reasons why we lost. But I mean, I thought, you know, maybe Harper would get the hint that shit's gotta be done. And we're not even on the road playing against Atlanta. We're at home playing against Atlanta, and you're using your Braves right. Like that's just weird. You're just weird, bro. It's just weird. But yeah, man, not much to get into tonight, but I appreciate every single one of you for joining up here and the Phillies post-game show. Today's show and every show here on Broad Street Sports is brought to you by Scola's Perfect Scoop, South Philly's home for milkshakes, sundaes, acai bowls, and more for more than 5 years. 2020 Penrose Avenue, the heart of South Philly. This is Broad Street Sports, your home for the best Philly sports talk every single day and unfiltered. I greatly appreciate every single one of you guys for joining up. Make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe. Please, if you guys are watching, please hit that like button and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. It really helps me out, and it really helps out the algorithm. Make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe. I appreciate every single one of you. Make sure you guys have a good night. I will see you all very, very has been absolutely insane.
I'm ready to run through a wall.
We're going to run some clock, or maybe some.
This team is destined